Hi everyone. So another week's gone by and we find ourselves again with a update on PKM Weekly. So I'm just going to talk you through the updates that I could find on various different apps and we'll see where we get to. So bit of a layout change to begin with. Gone with four this time, four main apps and then a section with other apps just to give you an update and a couple of new apps that I could find. And the layout as well, I've just changed it rather than bullet point everything, one bullet point for the heading and then some commentary below. So hopefully it's a little bit easier to read than too many bullet points, too many words, a wall of text. So let's get to it. So first off, capacities. They limit customization, plugins integration, settings and more. Basically what it is that Stefan, if I remember correctly, Stefan posted an article on why they limit customization, and it's really around giving you some freedom, and there is a lot of freedom that you can do, a lot of tweaks that you can do in capacities, but at the same time limiting it so that you don't get lost in the sea of customizations, in the sea of procrastination. And on this point, if you search Obsidian procrastination, Obsidian settings, Obsidian time wasting, a lot of the comments are around too much customization and too much time wasted getting the perfect setup and then not actually using it. So that's quite a useful one to look into. A video from Beth. So this is using AI in capacities. You need a pro plan to do that, if I remember rightly. And you can basically use AI to fill properties, fields, etc. in tables. So very similar to the Notion way of doing it. It's just that now you can do it in capacities. So quite useful. I use it now and again, not so much for filling in tables and properties. What I like doing is if I have a book, I have a summary field. And from that, what I'll do is I'll just press autofill and it will give me a summary on the book itself. Object, no object. This is very similar to, let's say, Logseq pages or blocks, or Obsidian sections or pages. Database, no database. Basically, OP asks whether I should create an object or not. Very useful and interesting question, and it's definitely worthwhile checking out the Reddit post on this one with the responses that have been given. Next up, Logseq. So database closed alpha. From my understanding, it was that this was going to start a couple of weeks ago, if not even earlier. But now it seems that it's not started yet, and it will be starting soon. This is from a comment from Ramses in the Discord. So keep a look out for it, although I'm not sure how you even would sign up to be part of the closed alpha or the next stage of alpha testing. So hopefully the communication will be better, and something that we have encountered with Logseq in the past is that the communication leaves a lot to be desired. There's practically none of it, so anything would be good at this point. Plugin update. So Ben recently updated the Logseq Zotero local plugin. So this allows you to use Zotero 7 and basically pull in your information from Zotero without having the Zotero cloud activated or using the Zotero cloud. So a few things there worth checking out if you're a Zotero and Logseq user. And unfortunately, I did come across this one post from last week or around 10 days ago, or a GitHub issue, I should say, rather than post. I lost all of my data while using Logseq Sync. Now, a lot of the responses when there are sync issues are you using Logseq Sync or are you using another one, iCloud, for example? And if you're using iCloud, stop and use Logseq Sync. But it seems that at least this user had an issue with Logseq Sync, which created data loss. Obviously, not a lot of detail in the GitHub issue, so it could be user error, could be system error, but hopefully the team will be on that. Tana, it's a difficult one, so I'll start off with, I was going to remove Tana from this week's newsletter because there's absolutely nothing really being communicated by the devs, by the team, and again, it could be that they're on holiday, etc., but the theme seems to be occurring for quite a few weeks. and it's a team of about 25, so everyone's on holiday at the same time. Seems a little bit, taking the mickey. But there we go. So not much to update on, but in the various different posts on the Slack, I did find something from Stian, one of the engineers, who's quite vocal, quite active on Twitter, etc. And he does say the mobile app is being worked on, and that people are back from vacation. You can expect more rapid updates. So good news, but then obviously the immediate comment from a few users were more rapid updates implies updates were at least somewhat rapid, which is not the case. So I'm not sure that's 100% true. If you look at last month, earlier in the year, there were quite a few updates. There was a lot of noise from the Tana team with the updates that they were releasing, the new backend, Readwise integration, Tana capture, voice, etc., related content. So there were some updates. It's just that in the last couple of months, basically once they released Tana Core, everything has gone very quiet. Interesting article here on Unlocking the Potential. Basically talks about Tana and how Tana can help you not only take notes, but also fostering connections and improve your personal and professional development. So worth checking out the article by Soon Nunn. Obsidian, bit of an update from the roadmap. So mobile start time and sync onboarding seems to be the priority, or the active working now. And Capacities does confirm that with load time is a top priority on the mobile app. This was after a user commented what's going on with the mobile app and why is it taking so long to load. So there should be some improvements there, and then obviously sync onboarding, some changes going to be done. Shame, as I was hoping for something a little bit more relevant, especially as I don't use the mobile app, but there we go. I'm sure a number of users do. Early access 1.7.0, a few things, sync history, page preview, edit in place, and the new mobile tab switcher. So I've left the tweet here so you can look at a video of how it works. Quite useful if you're jumping between various different notes on the phone. Video on daily task management in Obsidian. A useful video from Prakash, how you can use daily notes and implement your task management in them. And also there was a video from Nick Milo on how to eliminate distractions in Obsidian, basically taking it back to basics so that you're not distracted by various different things on the screen. So worth checking out these two videos. Now this new section, the other app section, I've started to introduce this one because there's been quite a lot of updates with other apps, and as I've gone down the PKM rabbit hole, I thought it'd be only fair to bring you down with me. Craft, they've released objects. This is very similar to Capacities objects. Be interesting to see how they work long term, and what tweaks, differences, how they can make it individual to Craft rather than just copy what Capacities has done. So definitely worth keeping an eye out on that one, and you can check out the link here with lots of updates, lots of descriptions, lots of talk around how they see it implementing, although just from the loading of their own release notes took a while, so not great. EverNote, the mythical great elephant, now has introduced daily notes. So after a lot of users and a lot of requests for this feature, it is live, it seems. I don't actually use EverNote, but I did find this one, and it's an interesting one. And there's a great write-up here by Taming the Trunk, the Substack. So it's definitely worth reading this if you're interested in using daily notes in EverNote, because it goes through how to activate it, how it works, how you can use it, and how you can introduce templates to it. So that's great, and I think it's now only going to be a matter of time until Notion does something similar. So we shall see. Mem 2.0, another one, big update, but it's coming later this year, so keep a lookout for it. Basically, it seems that it's going to introduce AI sharing, iOS app, and speed and dependability. So lots of under the hood features and features for the user. Mymind, similar sort of thing, smarter AI tags, although this one will do image summaries, and images are auto-tiled. So if you use Mymind, definitely check this out because it seems to be quite a useful update. And then two apps that I came across just in my searches was Brite. This is an all-in-one task planner, calendar, habits, productivity. It's available on iOS, Windows, and Android, if I'm not mistaken. I've not signed up yet, but I did speak to one of the guys at Brite to do a little bit of a test run. So I'm going to do that and then comment on what I think of it. And then another one was Memo, very similar to the ones that we just looked at above, basically using AI to create a second brain, collect, analyze, retrieve your digital knowledge seamlessly. So I only came across this one this morning, so I've not signed up yet, but it does seem to be quite interesting that you can just basically dump everything and it should retrieve it. Although it'd be interesting to see how AI works. Is it only on your notes? Does it go to the web? What does it do? Are your notes then basically shared with everyone or shared with the LLM models or not? Or does it keep it just specific to your workspace, your user profile? And not bad pricing, $6 or so a month. Not sure why they went for $5.90. Bit of an unusual price, but it's not too expensive. So something worth checking out if you like using AI and capturing. What I find is capturing, I don't really have a problem with it. I can open my app of choice, dump some stuff, and off I go. It's really the retrieval part where it's been a struggle. That's why just now I'm using Capacities just to try that, to see if I can retrieve what I want when I need it. So hopefully, with all of this AI updates, we shall see what can happen, and hopefully it'll make it easier. So that's it for this week. So hopefully you found that useful. And if you have any questions or comments, please do just let me know. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.